Hi guys, in this episode I'm going to be continuing my series of reviews of the gear that I own. So this week we're moving on to my Digitech Polara reverberation unit is what it's labelled as here. Once again, in this series I'm reviewing stuff that I've bought myself, so I'm not sponsored by anyone and just giving my honest opinion on the thing. To begin with, it looks awesome. I love this artwork. I think I'm one of those people who's sadly drawn to the look of the pedal first and the sound after. But the sound is also important, obviously, but I think it looks awesome. We have normal 9-volt power in. We have stereo input and stereo output, so you can run this in a fully stereo rig if you want to. I run it mono at the moment, but it's nice to have the option. Has true bypass and kind of a soft switch on off. Then the controls. You have a tails control at the top, which basically lets you switch it so that when you bypass the effect, the tails cut instantly when this is switched to off, and they die out naturally when it's switched to on. According to the manual, it's true bypass either way. I'm not sure how true that can be for the tails to work. Then you have a level control, which adjusts the overall level of the reverb. You have the reverb types. You have 7 altogether. One of the main awesome points of this pedal is that it uses the lexicon reverb algorithms, which are basically studio quality inside of a tiny box, so that is great. The options it gives you are room, plate, reverse, modulated, halo, hall and spring. I generally use hall most often, sometimes halo. The room setting is more of a small room sound. The plate is an emulation of plate reverbs that you would get in old studios, where the reverb is created by sending the signal through a large sheet of metal with transducers on it. The reverse is kind of a special effect that I don't see anyone getting a huge amount of use for, except in very specific songs or to get a specific sound design element. The modulated setting adds a kind of a chorusy modulation to the reverb, which can be useful. It kind of adds more interest to it, but it can make things sound a bit out of tune in the mix, but that could be desirable as well. The halo setting is kind of basically a shimmer reverb, but with a different name, and sounds pretty cool. I personally think that shimmer reverb is a little bit overused these days, but lots of people love it, and this gives you a great sounding version. The hall setting is just a larger space. I think everyone that ever uses reverb will be familiar with hall idea. It just makes the guitar sound like it's in a larger room. And the spring reverb is an emulation of the spring reverb tanks you get in older amps or in vintage type setups. The next control you have is the liveliness setting. This controls the high frequency response of the unit. So a lower setting has a more bassy reverb tail, and a higher setting will have more high frequencies added into the reverb. Then you have the decay setting, which controls how quickly the reverb trails off. A lower setting will create a smaller sound, and a higher setting will create a bigger sound, in conjunction with the room size or reverb type you select above here. So I think that's pretty much it. I'll just get on to some sound demos. I'll basically run through everything one by one, just to give you an idea of how the unit actually sounds when a guitar is plugged through it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I think it's an awesome pedal. I would definitely recommend it to everyone. It's got plenty of options, plenty of features, and it sounds fantastic. It's, as I said, studio quality reverb inside of a stomp box. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and check back for more videos in the coming weeks. I think next I will be reviewing my loop station if I ever get around to it. Yeah, thank you.